describe what you want to build. Build a simple landing page for my my laundry business. Don't connect your GitHub repository for now. Then go ahead to just simply build. So it's done with the first step, which is refinement phase. For each phase, it's going to pause because it's on step by step. You can put it to continuous, but if it's in continuous, just make sure that when it needs your attention, you are able to attend to it. So I go ahead to resume. So because we didn't upload any project documents, the document analysis phase will only do the complexity analysis. It will not do project analysis. It will not do document analysis, which is fine. So it has created the GitHub repository for this. So it's a trivial project. You have trivial, you have simple, you have medium complex, you have complex. So that's document analysis. I can then go ahead to start the decomposition phase, which is where it breaks it down into milestones and breaks it down into sprints and tasks. If I check my mail now, I should have received a mail asking me to be a collaborator on this GitHub repo, right? But I didn't see a modal asking me to impute my GitHub username because I've done that for other projects, so it has automatically saved that. But we are using Arvad AI for the first time, and you've not connected your GitHub repository, which for the purpose of this task, do not connect your GitHub repository. The only time you get to put in your GitHub username is at the decomposition phase, when you see a modal pop-up asking you to impute your GitHub username, which you will only have to do for one project. After that, it automatically saves it, and for subsequent projects that you try to build, it will send you email asking you to be a collaborator on the repository. So that is how you'll be able to, in case you need to manually intervene while it is building or while it is trying to deploy, that's how you'll be able to push to this repo. And make sure whatever you push it to a branch, call the branch manual intervention, and raise a pull request and match that pull request to me. That's how you go about it. So it has broken this into just one milestone because of the simplicity of the project, and it's currently breaking it down into sprints and tasks. So it has broken this down into a single sprint and 3 tasks. I mean, it's that simple. It's that simple, really. So I go ahead to the next phase, which is the planning phase. Because you didn't register as an organization, planning phase would be very short because it doesn't have like users to dedicate tasks to and all of that. So it's done planning phase already. Then go ahead to the code generation phase, that's the execution phase. Then ask me, how do I want the deployment? Do I want it to deploy after each task or after each milestone? So I just want to do manual, right? Which means that I want to wait till the delivery phase before I deploy. So I started the task, and of course, if you prefer dark mode, you can use the dark mode. This page can, so there's done task 1, task 2, and currently on the 3rd task. So for this project, most likely I would need to make a manual intervention, and that's because the first task where it generated the HTML, right, it didn't reference the CSS and JavaScript, so just 2 line changes. I will need to make those changes. So that's a typical intervention that you'll be making. So I'll need to, looking at the HTML generated, for example, I'll need to reference the style sheet, right, the style sheet and the JavaScript there. So we have a system in place that tries to make sure everything is okay as it should be, right? And that system will try to actually do that. Do you understand? But in case it doesn't do it, and that happens at the delivery phase. So if I go to next now, that would go to delivery phase, would ask me how do I plan to deliver. I want a full delivery, a full production delivery, that's hosting and domain. I want to deploy to Vessel Arvad Manage. That is what you should select. Free subdomain. So I want to make this laundry, or my laundry, that'll be my laundry.build with Arvad AI. And then I go ahead to continue. It calculates the cost. It will only cost 50 token because I'm using a free subdomain. So during delivery phase, it will try to check if everything is okay, and it actually should spot that this HTML does not properly link the style sheet and the JavaScript, and it should do that. But now, in case it doesn't, and it goes ahead to deploy, just like it has done now, you have to do that. So apparently, it did not link the JavaScript and TypeScript, and that is where uh, the next step then comes in, where you manually uh, link the JavaScript and the TypeScript. So the link, most important, this link could be a private vessel link that is personal to Arvad, so you might not be able to view this page. You might not be able to, but you'll be able to view the subdomain, the my laundry dot the selected subdomain, right? So let me now go ahead to do the manual intervention. For me, I've done the manual intervention, raised a PR to just link the style sheet and JavaScript, right? And when that was done, uh, I waited for it to launch the GitHub page, right? And you can just come to click on the previous link it gave earlier in the project. Let me refresh this here. So that's the for the GitHub page, right? While it was building, it will give you a GitHub page preview link. So you can just click on that, and you can also follow this part to see the GitHub preview link. But once that's done, after your manual intervention, you then roll back. So after clicking on code generation, you scroll up and explain why you're rolling back. I want you to redo it. So it will then roll back, and then I can then presume, which means it will redo the delivery phase. This time it won't bother asking you again about some missing. Sorry, it will ask you again about what you need to connect. It does all of that correctly. So it has deployed. Again, let's see if all is good. So as you can see, my simple manual intervention worked, and we have a really neat design.